So hello and welcome back. Me Kabir will teach you this sorting materials into group, but this is part 2. Okay, so let's just continue. Solubility, our next topic is. Okay, next topic is solubility. What do you know about solubility? Can you tell me? Okay, I'll tell you in clear. Solubility has four things depending on their solubility in water. Okay, let me tell you. First is soluble or insoluble. Soluble, insoluble. Then what? Miscible. These two. First is this, and then second is miscible. Miscible and immiscible. Okay, soluble and insoluble. Soluble and insoluble means that soluble means solid materials that can dissolves completely in water, in liquid, are known as soluble. Got it? An example for soluble is sugar and salt. Then soluble, I told that solid materials that dissolve in liquid are known as soluble. Then what is insoluble? It is just the opposite. Okay, solid materials that do not dissolve in water, liquid, are known as insoluble. Example is oil, okay, so I told that soluble is sugar and salt, and insoluble is oil and sand. So now what is miscible and immiscible? Liquid that can dissolve in water completely are known as miscible. What is immiscible? Liquid that does not dissolve in water are known as immiscible. Example for miscible is alcohol, one second. Alcohol, vinegar. And for immiscible will be kerosene and coconut oil. Coconut oil. So miscible is alcohol and vinegar, immiscible kerosene and coconut oil. So I told you about solubility. Now I'll just erase it. So I told you about solubility. Let me just take it. So I did that. Now what is our next topic? That is flotation. What do you think about flotation? I'll draw and tell you. This is water. Sorry for this. This is water, okay? And if you put a leaf in it, this is our leaf. this is leaf, and if you just throw it on water, what happens? It goes by water. It stays upside only. It doesn't goes down below in the water. It stays up. Okay. It doesn't goes at the bottom. It stays at the top. Okay. What does this mean? Flotation. Easy. It floats. So this is known as flotation. The feather floats on the water. So this is known as flotation. I tell you just one more thing. Just opposite to is this sinking. Sinking. What is sinking? I said that just opposite. Like if you put some heavy metal over here, then it will sink. Something that just goes at the bottom of the sea or in below the sea will be known as sinking. Finish? See? Easy. Okay. Now I told you about flotation and sinking. Okay. Now let me rub it. So I told you about flotation. Let me just take it. Now our next topic will be attraction towards a magnet. As I already told you in our early lessons, attraction towards a magnet is simple. Materials that get attracted towards some particular materials that get attracted towards a magnet are known as magnetic materials, and this is all I tell you in this. So I told you, so it's quite easy. In short lines I said materials that get attracted towards a magnet are known as magnetic materials. Example: nickel, cobalt, and etc. Okay, I told you attraction towards a magnet. It's completed. Now let me take it. So attraction towards a magnet completed. Conduction of heat. Do you know what means conduction of heat? I'll tell you. Assume this is a pan. Okay, in your home, in your kitchen, have you seen a pan, like a frying pan, in which you have seen this part, this thing is wood, is made up of wood. Yes, yeah. And this thing is made up of metal. So this thing is made up of metal. This thing is made up of wood. Do you know why wood and metal is made up of? Why wood is over here? I'll tell you. Like if your mom holds the pan, there is some property in between them. So like you hold a pan, okay, and if there is no wood, it's full metal. Then the heat, if you're it's on a burner, and if you're holding it, your hand will get burned. Okay, you know why? Because metal allows the heat to flow through it. So that's why wood is over here. Wood is an example. Wood is insulators of heat. Insulators means just opposite. Insulator are those which does not allow heat to pass through, to pass over them or flow over them. Okay. So if we are keeping wood on this and using it, then we'll not have feel like we are burned and all. Okay, it does not allow heat, so that's why we'll not feel burned and all. And metal I said. Okay, now I told you about conduction of heat. Now let me take it. Okay, our last topic, and then end of the class. It's quite easy actually, you know. Okay, conduction of electricity. As I told you, conduction, and over here also conduction. It's quite simple. Have you seen like wires? Assume this is a wire, okay? this is a plastic wire in which you see these things, the wires, if you see a wire in which these things are there, little bit more wires are there, that is made up of metal. Okay, and I told you conduction of electricity. Metals allow electricity to pass through them. Okay, so they are known as conductors of electricity. Okay, mark this point. Then you know why there is a plastic over these metals? You know why? Because plastic is an insulator of electricity, and it does not allow electricity to pass through it, and it saves us so that we can hold it and plug it in. Okay, in every wire you see a plastic covering, so that is because so that you can hold it. Okay, so inside that thing we are having wires in which we put and electricity flows. So metal allows two things. Metal is a conductor of heat and also electricity. And then what? Plastic is a insulator of electricity and wood is an insulator of heat. And they both are also a conductor of each other. Okay. So I told you everything. Now let me just take it. So I hope you are enjoying, and this is the end of the video, and please share, like, subscribe my channel and my videos. Thank you.